The hour that doesn't belong. It started with the man in the brown coat. He came in just before closing, every night, always at 8:57. I would be halfway through wiping down the counters, mop bucket near the back door, the sound system barely clinging to a jazz track with too much reverb. Then I would look up, and there he'd be. He didn't make noise when he entered. No bell from the door, no footfalls, just sudden presence. He ordered a black coffee, no sugar, no cream. He always held the cup for a long time before speaking. One night he said it tasted like rainwater in an empty grave. Another night he said it reminded him of a house burning from the inside. Then he would smile and take a seat near the window. After a week he brought someone with him. She looked like she had been soaked and dried a dozen times. Canvas coat, frizzed hair, eyes too wide but posture too composed. She never ordered, just walked the perimeter of the shop like she was mapping it. Her fingers would trail along the walls, pausing on the framed menus and peeling wallpaper. When I asked if she needed anything, she smiled too hard and said, "No thank you. I'm just here for Pendleton." That was his name. I didn't ask for it. He offered it once, casually, like it no longer belonged to him. "I was Pendleton before I forgot who I was," he said. Macy never forgot. Okay, and what do I have to do with that? I thought to myself. God, another day, another dollar, right? Give me a break. I'm drowning out here and not getting paid enough to listen to these weird people. Pendleton leaned in. That's why she's so dangerous. His breath smelled like rolled back cigarettes and death. They became routine. Macy and Pendleton, the strange couple. 8:57, every night. Always the same booth. Always the same silence. They'd sit across from each other and never touch their drinks. Pendleton would sometimes tap his fingers against the side of his mug. Macy would whisper into the air like there was a speaker only she could hear. Once in a while they'd get up, but it was always silence with them if they were sitting. Others started coming with them. A teenage boy who only ordered hot water and stared into it like he was watching someone drown. A woman who ordered 3 lattes and lined them up in front of her, before whispering into each one like she was apologizing. A barefoot man who bled from both palms and kept trying to read the nutritional chart on the milk carton. It felt like they were waiting. All of them. For what? I never figured out. Then the clocks began acting strange. I thought they were messing with them, but Macy and Pendleton were odd people, and never really got up unless it was to talk to me, which would be very sudden and annoying. Every night at 9:03, the second hand would twitch, not tick, not move forward, just tremble in place, like it was trying to keep time, but something stronger was holding it still. The lights would dim, but not flicker. The temperature would rise. My ears would pop like I'd changed altitude, and they would all go still, perfectly still, like statues waiting for permission to breathe. One night I dropped a glass behind the counter. When I stood up, Macy was standing right in front of me. No footsteps, no warning. "You see it now," she said. I didn't respond. Her breath smelled like wet fabric and old flowers. I shuddered at the smell and shook my head. What is with these people anyways? Then she turned around and walked back to the booth. Pendleton nodded when she sat. He raised his mug in my direction. I don't think he drank from it. After that, I started locking the doors early, at 8:55, turned the lights off, moved the chairs, pretended we were closed. It didn't matter. They still appeared, sometimes already seated, sometimes standing in corners I could have sworn were empty seconds before. They didn't knock, didn't ask. Macy began talking to the espresso machine, whispering into the steam wand as it hissed back like it understood. Pendleton wrote things on napkins and hid them under the lids at the condiment bar. One night I found one. It said, "When the coffee cools, you'll remember where the body is." I threw it away. Then I checked the freezer, just in case. The Tuesday after that, they brought the key. Pendleton placed it on the counter without speaking. It was brass, worn, cold even though his hands had held it. Macy stared at me as I picked it up. "You'll need it," she said. "The real door is behind the freezer. When the shop turns inside out, it's the only way to close it." I asked, "Close what?" She didn't answer. Pendleton said, "You only get one chance. Don't waste it." They left soon after. I didn't watch them go. Since then, I've kept the key in my coat pocket. I haven't been sleeping. At 9:03 every night, my apartment lights dim the same way the shop lights used to. The mirrors fog over. My phone glitches and flashes like it's looking for a signal that doesn't exist. There's a knock behind the fridge sometimes. Just once. Always soft. Always measured. They are still waiting. Or something is. If Macy was right, the door is waking up, and I am the one holding the key. If I use it wrong, I don't think I'll get a second try. And if I wait too long, I don't think there'll be a door left to close. So I sit, and I wait, and I watch the clock. When it reaches 9:03, I don't breathe. I listen, and I pray the knock doesn't come.